Okay. For you, Miss Arsyadani, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fitra. And hello all. Can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Okay, this night we will discuss about a topic in community development, how to create a dynamic community. But before we start, let me introduce about myself. My name is Arsyadani. People who make to my parents happy with studying in Universitas Gajah Mada, majoring Agricultural Extension and Communication, Faculty of Agriculture. Okay, nice to meet you all. Mr. Indra, Mr. Hu, wow, nice name. Mr. Ahmad, Mr. Eka, Mr. Azi, Mr. Any else woman in here? Mega, Miss Mega. Okay. Before we start, I want to play a video and okay, well, it's sharing. Okay, thank you, Mr. Fitra. It is a video in my community for the opening. Yeah. It's the creativity program 2018. Okay, it's for the opening for this discussion. And first, I want you to imagine or prepare your community you have or groups, maybe student community or social community. Wait, I will stop share. Okay, Mr. Fitra, please the PowerPoint to share PowerPoint. Yeah. Okay, next. Nah, I want you to ask this question: is your community dynamic? Before you answer it, I want to know about your community. I believe Mr. Andre, Mr. Hu, Mr. Ahmad, and all have a community in their life, yeah. Maybe student community or social community or etc. Do you have a community or group, everyone? Okay, you can raise your hand if you have a community right now or maybe for the future. Mr. Hu, do you have a community? Okay, Mr. Andre, Mr. Hu, good.
Mr. Inde first is okay. Mr.
Okay. Mr.
first.
Who?
You're called, so you should be first.
Come on, Mr.
Okay.
Who.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for this chance. Is you is your community dynamic? Yeah. In a sense, when we want to establish the community, it's easy. Then we have to define it. Why? Because most of the founder will be eager to create the community, but the question is how to define the community itself. For the commitment for the project. Wherever when the community doesn't have any projects, it means they will don't know how to defend their community itself. Yeah, in a sense, I have the community. It's like in the religious community. It's like yeah, the religious community. But right now, because there is no, what's that? The name is it's like someone who has strong project or they have specific project to defend the community, it can exist every time. Yeah, we know that the longer we establish the community, the larger the members are. Yeah, that's my perspective about the community. For establishing the community, it's easier than defend. Yeah, that's it. Thank.
Okay, Mr. Hu, thank you. Before we continue, I want to hear Mr. Andre. Indre or Indre ya?
Yeah,
Mr.
my name
Indre.
is Indre. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I suppose that the statement that has been given by Mr. Ku is the statement I really agree, because many people right now can become a founders, but it's not many founders can defend and also can how to say that can make their community be sustained. Yeah, many people in their Instagram they try to make themselves as the founders, but there is no project, there is no activities that they do with that community. So this is the reasons that if we have a passion to make a community, you have to make that community to become your patient. It's like what we are right now. It's like Mr. Ku, Mr. Suni, Angga, Afida, and the several founders in the OTA community. To all of us here with patience. So this is the reason that it's almost 2 years. In every week, we still conduct the discussion. Because of what? We don't get the money from that, but we get the spirit of the people that want to study here. So that spirit will make us happy. So this is the reasons that make this community still sustain until now. So this is the reason that if you want to make a community, and the question is, are you ready to make that community will be sustained? And is it the community that relate to your passion or not? So that is the question.
Okay, you are in a nice discussion right now because we will discuss it. And we will continue with not game but a platform named Tema-tema. I want to know all the people from this room to share their their thing about community dynamic. Maybe Mr. Fitra. I will send in chat. Wait for a while. Go to thementi.com and menti.com in your Chrome or your Safari with the code. Okay, thank you, Mr. Fitra atau Ahmad. Yeah. So everyone, let's click the menti.com and enter the code. I will share. This Can you enter the mentimeter.com or menti.com? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and write down your opinion about dynamic community. Okay, patient, sustainable, active. You have a same opinion and you write down your opinion, we will the work will be bigger, yeah. Like this, the example is patient. Last longer, sustainable, active, sustainable. Okay, there is commitment, love, yeah, persistent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I wanna know who is right word love. Love, love. Okay. Passion. Any other opinion? Commitment, sustainable, passion, passion, sustainable, active, last longer, persistent, love. Okay, in here, who is wrote love for this menti.com? Maybe who? Azi or Mr. Azi or Mrs. Mega, yeah? Who write on word love? I want to know your opinion about this. There is no one wrote this love.
Okay. Love.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay,
you,
I
Mr. Ku?
I would like to put that name. Why? Because it's like we do on weekdays or on Sunday nights. It's like we too persistent for joining this discussion. It's like it means we love what we do what we love and love what we do. When we do what we love, it means we are comfortable, we are convenient to do what we love. Yeah, just I put the love because we don't love what our passion is. Yeah, what for we do it that project. How to make consistent, how to make consist of uh, joining the members or being the founder. Yeah, they make a rule. Yeah, they make a rule, but they have to give the example. Which is for the small scale. Maybe I just say when we make or when we create the rules, we have to give example. Not only we make the example, but also we don't obey the rule or we disobey the rule. It means that's useless for it's like for creating the rule or for creating the platform. So that I put there love. Maybe Mr. Eka will
Yeah. Who? Mr.
will
Eka?
create it become something. Okay.
Okay. Of the discussion this night is about love, honestly, yeah. And maybe we can end this discussion because Mr. Who was explain it. Okay. Mr. Who, What's your problem about with Mr. Eka? Yeah, it's about love. Okay, I agree. I think I agree. I agree with this opinion. Yeah, and it is very interested because in the next slide I will stop sharing and we will continue this discussion. In the next slide, we will discuss about. Okay, Mr. Fitra, please the PowerPoint. Okay, next. Nah, yeah, it is a secret, yeah. Next slide, Mr. Fitra, please. Next slide. Next, please. In the next slide, can you in the slide?
What is your
4?
PPT scene?
Yes,
Dynamic group or what?
In this. Okay. Nah, the first key to being able to create a dynamic group is blah blah blah. I want to hear your voice, yeah, your opinion about my question. Before we discuss the copy, Mr. Copy, it is interested name, yeah. Copy, it is a share name or no?
This not my name.
Okay. Can you share your opinion or your answer about this? The first K to being able to create a dynamic group. What's the first K? After love, yeah. The first K is love. The fundamental. The next K, yeah. Okay, the next K. Or the other people maybe can share the opinion about this question. Mr. Sony, or just test the audio? Okay, Mr. Bagus first.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. What is your opinion or your answer about the next K after love? Yeah, being to able to create a dynamic group. What is it?
Okay, thank you for the occasion. I think the first key to being able to create a dynamic group is about the positive environment, I think. Because when we are in a group or in a environment that want to running a dynamic, the positive way, positive action, I think the first thing that we have to we have to get is about the positive environment. What I mean in about positive environment is not only the positive people, but it is also about the positive thought in their each member of the group. I mean in that group that wanna to run a dynamic group, they have to have same thing. I mean same idea about what they want to get in this dynamic group, and that must be a positive thing, I think. So I think the first key to being able to create a dynamic group is a positive environment, including the ideas for each member of the group.
Okay, Mr. Bagus, thank you. Do you ever study about human behavior? Yeah, human behavior theory, because their opinion is about human behavior theory, environment, and personality. It will make human behavior in a community or in a group. Okay, next, Mr. Sunshine. You are so sunshine this night. It's your time. What's the
Thank
first
you.
K?
Thank you, Miss Arsha. I believe that I should agree with the opinion that saying love is the thing that become the foundation of creating such a dynamic group. But I believe something that can be additional value other than environment and also personality is also the ability, the aptitude to manage. So we talk about management. I believe that having a good management skill will become the very fundamental key, how we can actually coordinate and make a good collaboration with those people that actually entitled to some responsibilities and roles. Meanwhile, it also we ever know like being thought about um, what to say, Mr. Indre? POACH, planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling, right? In management, we learned that. And I believe that the management is like this strategic and also how we can execute the plans and all the programs can be well conducted and it can sort out the weakness and strength of its personalities and how we can bring out the best, bring out to the fullest all the abilities to achieve the goals of the organizations that we believe we agree at the beginning. Okay, I think that's all from me.
Yeah. Okay, your opinion about management is important, yeah. Both for the leaders or the members, right? Okay. There are Mr. Cikoneng Ilir and Mr. Unggul. Okay, Mr. Cikoneng first. Cikoneng. Terus,
Okay, well,
terus.
can you hear me, Miss?
Yeah,
Is it clear?
yeah, very clear.
Okay, first of all, I would like to say that I couldn't agree more regarding what is the first key. It could be management, love, and also positive environment. But in contrast, I would like to say that not all about the love is can be a key for the dynamic group, because we now live in the turmoil situation, and technology can change us fastly or rapidly. So the needs of our community sometimes can come up the love that we will do. For example, like we need English for a scholarship and also for teaching in international school. And after that, we start to learn English. And after that, we love it because we need it. In the other hand, I would say that, what's that? Positive environment and management system, is it a good thing how the organization or perhaps the group can manage in properly? But in contrast, there are a lot of companies that is really expert in management and environment positive, like Nokia, and Nokia was ruined because of the lack of creativity. So I would like to say that in this era, the creativity is the key for the almost or the entire thing that we can create the dynamic group. Because of that, there are For example, like when we start to build a group, so we had a challenges from the big technology or the big group that really exists today. So the creativity can give us the value to be different with the others. So I would say that creativity is the source of dynamic group, because dynamic is the antonym from statism. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chikoneng. What is your name? I'm sure no Chikoneng, yeah. What is your real name, Mr. Chikoneng?
Mr. Chico.
Yeah, Sir Chico.
Who? Again, please. Oh, Reza, Mr. Reza.
Yeah, Miss Reja, Miss.
Why Chikoneng?
Because it's my hometown.
Oh, yeah, Chikoneng. It is West Java or not?
Yeah, it is Banten.
Oh,
West
Banten. Oh, Banten, yeah. I see. I'm in Karawang right now.
Oh, it is Bekasi, right?
Okay. But I am live in Boyolali, honestly. But in here, I have a schedule this day.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice to meet
next.
you.
Thank you. Okay, next, Mr. Unggul. Mr. Unggul.
Well, thanks. Is it clear?
Okay, clear, Mr.
So, in this topic, I didn't follow previously, but I just want to particularly delivering the ideas of Marcel Gangs, maybe Eka, the godfather of Marxism, Eka dan Mayuda knows about Marcel Gangs in international relations studies. So, in order to create sustainable of dynamic group, for example, there are a few important aspects that we should consider. The first is about the sharing of resources and also interest. So for example, why I join OTA and other people join here, because we have the same interest, right? For example, learning English, practicing it, and so on and so forth. And in this particular time, we share something that is meaningful to us, not only to ourselves, but to other also. And also when it is relating to social movement, we also share the resources, for example, fun or whatever is it, or our energy, right? So, and the third is about the urgency of the condition itself, because for example, now it is hard for us to go, for example, to another places that is suitable because of the crisis and so on and so forth. We use the alternative, for example, like this, because the urgency of the condition, and also relating to the thermal condition, right? For example, when the political condition is in chaotic, we need to have a social movement from the young people and so on and so forth. We go to the some places, conducting a discussion, and then going next step to do demonstration and so on and so forth is one way also. So the urgency of condition is important also aspect. And then the timing. So timing is, of course, every plan without having good timing is best. So that is therefore aspect that I think it can enhance to create a sustainable dynamic groups. But maybe in the last is not important because it is relating to social movement. But I think it's only that for aspect. Okay, thank you. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Unggul. Yeah, next. Many opinion, yeah, this night. And I want to know about your opinion again. But before it, there is a game. The link will be shared with Mr. Fitra, please. And next we will discuss about the value of the game. Okay, Mr. Fitra, Mr. Ahmad, Mr. Fitra, yeah. Please share the Google Sheet.
Oh yeah, Google Sheet, not slider.
Oh, yeah, Google Slide, sorry.
Oke, Google Slide ya.
Excel, ya. Yeah. Okay. Kindly go to the link, guys. And my background. Oh my God. Wait. Go to the link and I will share. Where is? Wait. It's my Google Slide. Oh, here. Google Slide. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we will play a game SOS. SOS. Do you ever play this game, everyone? I want 3 players first this night. Who is want to be a volunteer? Anyone?
Me.
What is your name, Mister?
Sunshine.
Oh, Sunshine. Okay, Mr. Sunshine. And then next. Who's next? 2 people again, please. 2 people more.
I suppose that Mr. Bagus and Mr. Kopi maybe.
Okay, are you ready, Mr. Who? Yeah. Can you Mr. Who, right? Mr. Who and Mr. Bagus. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, please. Okay, are you ready, Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Who, and Mr. Bagus?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay, we will play this game. I want you to arrange as many SOS as possible in this game.
I'm sorry, but I can edit this Google Slide because I'm joining with my phone right now.
Oh, okay. Is it Mr. Bagus or Mr. Who?
I'm Bagus.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Bagus, for the clarification.
Nicole said he or she wants to join the game.
Who, yeah. Or the other player, please. Mr. or Miss, whatever. Or just 2 player.
Sorry, Eka, can you repeat what you have mentioned before?
Recall, she or he comment on the chat, said want to join the game.
Me.
Oh,
Rihol
Rihol Jana.
Okay. Miss Rihol, yeah. Okay. You can add the. Riho. Miss woman, guys. Miss Riho, thank you for joining this discussion, yeah. Okay, we start with Mr. Sunshine. You, SOS, whatever you want. Mr. Sunshine, I want drink. Just one, please. S or O. Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine is blue or pink? What's your color? Pink, yeah. Okay, and kita will bigger. Wait for a while, guys. Okay. Your color is pink, yeah, Mr. Sunshine. And then Mr. Who, it's now your turn. Oh, sorry.
I use phone. I can't type.
You can type in this Google Slide.
I can't type. There is no keyboard.
Okay.
Okay, wait, it is so small. We will.
Okay, maybe I can replace Mr. Fudori, maybe. Can I?
Okay, Mr. Who, yeah, Mr. Fitra.
Okay.
Okay, you, Mr. Rihul. Miss Rihul, sorry. Miss Rihul. Okay, Mr. Sunshine, your turn. SOS, wah. Is it Mr. Miss Rihul ya ini tadi? Is wait. Mr. Rihul, I want you to the color red, maybe red. Okay, it's Mr. Rihul. Okay, next, Mr. Fitra. Miss Rihul. Miss Rihul. Okay, congrats, Miss Rihul. And then Mr. Sunshine. Okay, Mr. Fitra. Nice. Miss Rihul. Okay, Mr. Sunshine again. Mr. Sunshine, please. Okay, Mr. Fitra. And Miss Rihul. Yeah, okay, Mr. Sunshine. Okay, Mr. Fitra ya, Mr. Fitra. Nice, Miss Rachel. Okay, Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Fitra. Yeah, Miss Rachel. Okay, once again, Mr. Sunshine, please. Okay, Mr. Fitra. Miss Rachel. Okay, the last one, Mr. Sunshine, please. Okay, Mr. Fitra. And the last, Miss Rachel. Okay, I'll pause this game. I want to ask you, Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Fitra, and Miss Rachel, why you are arranged the SOS like this? Commonly, the game SOS is if there is people write the S in the side in here, and then O in here, and every player will lost the friend like that. And in this discussion, in this game, you are not like commonly game SOS usually play. Why are you play this game like this, Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Fitra, and Miss Rachel? Maybe Mr. Fitra first. Can you give your opinion?
Yeah. It's a happy and fun play in this discussion anyway. In my mind, probably the main is because we know each other, so we have the what seems like the feeling that to be understanding each other in here. And then we have the same communication channel in the in the Zoom meeting, and we are not different different party in this game. We are in the one party. So because of that consideration, we fulfill this play such as that. That is my opinion says. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fitra. Mr. Sunshine, what do you think? Why you arrange the SOS and support your friend, yeah? SOS.
That's maybe because it's a call of heart. It's call of the soul. I just yeah, I mean, like this is actually my first time playing SOS online, so yeah, I like to begin it differently. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, and you, Miss Rachel, what is your planning? Where you arrange the SOS and collaborate with your partner or your friend, your enemy maybe in this game. Can you speak, Miss Rihul?
No, she doesn't, because before we start this discussion, this play, she said that, I mean, she types in the chat room that she cannot speak in this discussion.
Okay, never mind. Okay, go back to our game, yeah. Maybe the other participant in this discussion want to share the opinion. It is, I think, good game this night. Oh wait, yeah. In my class before, I was played this game, and they cannot play, yeah, this SOS, and cannot arrange many SOS because in they was playing with like enemy, like not friend, and not there was no collaboration in this game. I agree with Mr. Fitra. I agree with Mr. Fitra and Mr. Sunshine. Maybe this is the first time SOS online. Yeah, but my point is, I will stop sharing. Okay, Mr. Fitra, back to the PowerPoint, please. In the next slide. Nah, I found it in Instagram. Have a business review. And it is the value from the game. Yeah, I imagine this statement focus on purpose and people. In the game, I want you to arrange as many SOS, right? So you must collaborate with your friend to the aim is can reach my purpose. Sorry, the purpose is to arrange as many SOS, yeah. And the next slide, Mr. Fitra, please. Next slide, please. Maybe your community is not all for profit community, yeah, but my core is about purpose. Nah, in my opinion, no, not my opinion, in my lecture opinion, and I think so, the purpose is the key for the dynamic community or dynamic group like that. Do you agree, guys, with this statement? It's, okay, sorry, Azib, you speak, yeah? Azib is a woman. I think a man. Okay, guys, do you agree if the K, the fundamental K for the dynamic community is a purpose? Okay, I think. Any opinion? Miss Mega, maybe? Do you have opinion about my opinion about purpose in the group or community? Can you hear me? Okay, maybe the other participant, Mr. Alexa, Mr. or Miss ya? Alexa.
Yeah,
Okay, Mr.
you can assume by my own voice whether I am a man or a girl. just kidding.
Sorry.
Girl also can get the voice like that.
Exactly. Okay, whatever my gender identity is, the most important one is my idea, right? Okay, well, in regards to your question, I guess I'm afraid that I agree more. I can't agree more with this statement, because I also want to say my agreement with the previous statement saying by previous speakers. They said ideas are one of the most important key that we need to do if we are in the environment. We are united by the idea of the organizations, like what has been done by OTA so far. We are united by our energy, our spirit, our motivation to learn English, right? Therefore, we have been standing here for ages. And the idea is manifested by our purpose and our programs, right? So if we would like to achieve our purpose, we need to create right strategies. For example, we can make some measurements like a month, 3 months, or 6 months. If we could achieve our strategy that we've made previously, and in our evaluation, we are able to gauge that, which means that we are successful to conduct our strategy. Or we can do some evaluations, what things that we need to improve, what things that we need to fix in our organization that we are doing currently. And subsequently, we can, tackle the problems that we have had so far to be better in the foreseeable activities that we will do later in the future. Yeah, I can't agree more with this statement, Miss Moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alexa. Nice. And next, Mr. Eka, please. Alhamdulillah, Mr. Eka raised their hand. His hand, sorry.
Okay, I think I agree with the opinion about the community. Actually, they're united by purpose, just like country. If you want to imagine a community as a country, that actually they are united when they have same goals, they have the same purpose in to be a country with it. But actually there are some problems with the purpose. Actually, when you are in community, sometimes there are different ideas, right? How to get to the purpose, how to get to the goal. There's some people wants to capitalize the community. Some people wants to be as a non-profit organization, for example. Now, I think when you want to be a good community, or you want to be a solid as a team, as a organization, we should have those purpose. For example, like Indonesia, is too big. For OTA, for example, like Indre wants to create a discussion every single week to teach or to train our English, for example, our speaking skills, and all of us in here get the chance to improve our skills, right? And I think people will agree, no matter how we learn about those skills. Maybe that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Eka. Next, I want to hear the voice of Mr. Who. It's now your turn.
Right. Thank you for this second chance for me to deliver about the profits. Yeah, essentially I hit underlined about the profits. Maybe for past founder wants to spreading their beneficial life, like they give the non-profit this is non-profit discussion how to enhance English on weekdays, on weekends. Yeah, sorry, on weekends. It's like, yeah, everything needs profit, but when we put the profits, it's like, yeah, why do you have to pay? Why do you have to spend the thing that we want to achieve? Yeah, even we have to sacrifice from the something to get everything. But maybe for from the Atlas founder wants to give the could give more good effect. Is like they we have English, so we make the from non-profit platform to sharpen their English to encourage their confident in English, especially. Yeah, I just underline about the profits. That it's my statement.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hu. And next, Mr. Sunshine. It's now your turn.
Okay, I will be short this time. I like to say that if profit is not the ultimate, it means me. It means final, right? The last standing objective. Then what is the question? Is what is it? Okay, but this slide actually explain you that the ultimate objective is the applied this or the successfulness of a strategy rooted in purpose. It means that uh, I a little bit disagree with this kinds of statement because even though the implemented strategy that is actually planned before has been successful, but I think that's not enough because the existence of those strategies are made to get the profits. Profits is actually the final, the ultimate achievements that actually become the source of the energy that drive people to move, to plan, to do things, and based on the plan that have been made. So, yeah, I think profit is the ultimate and the most expected outcome or the objective of one company. I think that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sunshine. And the last one, Mr. Indri one of.
Yeah, well, thank you. So I'm going to start by the quote why OTA is created. Yeah, we all here, we want to be legacy. When we are die, we want to be remembered as a life that we live. It's not because of the money that we have made. So we want to be a legacy. It's not when we got that money and we share to the people, not. It's talking about the story, it's talking about the life that we give to the people that make people remember always regarding to the contribution that we have given for them. So if it's all about profit and also non-profit organization or the community, yeah, I will run both of them. But the difficult thing when you run the non-profit community compared by the profit community. Why I say that? Because when we run the profit community, it'll be easier for them to work because people will get money. Yeah, people will get something feedback from that. But when we try to make non-profit organization or non-profit community, we only give a patient, we only give them the space how to put their creativity in others. So this is the reasons that if you're trying to make a community, one of the best thing of you is how to solve the problem. Yeah, this is the first thing. It's not the profit at the first, but how to solve the problem. When you have solved that problem, when your solution become the good tools of them to be used every day, it'll be easier for you to get a profit. It'll be easier for you to get money. It'll be easier for you to get everything that's related to that. So this is the reasons that don't think about profit at first. Just think about how to solve the solution. How to solve the problem. How to overcome the problem. So it's like what happened in OTA right now, right? It's not easy finding the community how to learn English. Yeah, even though you are from United States, yeah, you have learned in United States of America, you have learned in another countries, but if you never practice your English, and I suppose that you will lose that. So this is the reasons that we need this community how to do the practicing. Yeah, we are studying here together. Even me, yeah. So the reason that I create this community also how to make me can practice at home. Even though I'm not in party again, even though I'm not in the place that majority of the people learn English. So if you ask about the feedback, what we got here, so we also get the big feedback. We also can practice with all of you here, guys. So we are really thankful that you're come to this community to learn with us, to study with us, and also we study also with you. And also we learn also with you with the several perspective that different. So we combine that, become one perspective that we can compare each other, which one the truth one and which one the false one. So this is the reasons that while we learning English, and also we also sharpening our knowledge to how to be win in the world today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Indre. Maybe you deserve to be president of Indonesia, maybe. Yeah, about solving the problem. We will discuss it further. Okay, honestly, after seeing you guys, Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Indre, and Mr. Hu, are you brothers or because you have a same face, I think. Mr. Sunshine, Mr. Indre, and Mr. Hu. Please give me a clarification before we continue this discussion. One of you.
Come on, Fitra, can I explain about that?
And Mr. Fitra use glasses too. Yeah.
Maybe they have the same grandmother in the long distance. They meet in with Mr. Adam.
Wait, Mr. Adam. Oh, Mr. Adam Ali Salam, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Manu, up to you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fitra. Okay, Mr. Fitra, sorry. Please go to the slide 12, yeah. Slide 12. Slide 12, please. About solving the problem. I can ensure that in our community it's always have a problem, yeah. Like Mr. Indre said about the problem and how to be solving the problem. Nah, in this discussion, I write for order for order to solving the problem, and it is the stage defining the problem, generating possible solution, evaluating solutions, and creating an action plan. And guys, do you agree with this statement, this order? Okay, Mr. Indre. Can you give your opinion? You raise a hand, right? About this stage to solving the problem. Do you agree?
So sorry, I forgot to raise down my
Okay.
hand.
Okay, never mind. Mr. Ho, your time.
Okay, thank you for this occasion. I'd like to deliver about my anxiety about this community. Okay, creating an action plan. Yeah, of course. I take from the last statement. Creating an action. Yeah, of course. What is the function of having much idea, but we don't want to execute that idea? Yeah, having much idea is commonly from the many people. I want to go this, I want to go abroad, and I want to have good score. I want to go somewhere. But when we want to execute, yeah, it is just it's only the dream for the solving the problem. For the example, when I were a president, I would solve many problems in this case. But which I want to study, which I want to change the unuseful activity. So what is the function of idea when we don't want to execute that problem? You have to have big dream, but of course we have to execute it. It means our idea can transfer, or our idea can transform. Even it will convey the small impact, maybe small effect. Yeah, at least we have given the good effect from that small idea. Even we don't have any authority from we don't have big authority in the big scale, but at least we have small thing that we can apply in the direct, in the small activities or the small community, maybe. Okay, maybe that's just my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ho. And Mr. Eka.
Hello, Miss.
Mr. Eka. Oh yeah, Mr. Ho, what?
He's trying to
Okay,
convince me.
Okay, Mr. Eka, what's your opinion about this stage?
Before I answer it, but I wanna ask you a question actually. Is this solving stage? How to say it, like, is this berurutan or what?
Okay. Order, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
So if this berurutan, I don't agree with this, because when we have some problem after we create or we build our community, it's true when you want to defining the problem, because you have your purpose, right, for the community. Like OTA, Indre have the problem, and then he was trying to defining about the problem. But actually, when you in community, we cannot have something like what is berurutan to solving something, because when you already defining the problem and generating possible solution, you have to evaluating about all or aspect in your community, because evaluating solution is always happens in every time. Like if you can do it every day, you have to do it every day. Like after this discussion, maybe Indra and his team do the evaluating, how to gain or how to ask many lot of members to come to OTA, for example. And after that, of course, we're creating an action plan. When we create the action plan, also we evaluate it about it too. For example, like, okay, we do the discussion every week, every single each week. And when we agree about that, so we have to evaluate everything that happens before the discussion happens. For example, like 5 days, and in those 5 days, what happened? Maybe our our campaign is not enough. Maybe we don't have enough time to invite a lot of people to come to our discussion, for example. And then the action day is coming, and then after the action day, we have the evaluating things we do. And I think when we have the problem and the community wants to have the solution, or to solving those problem, I think the important things is how to say, the motivation to to engage in in the community. Because we see that when we trying to do the same things as always every day as a community, I think everyone will get bored, for example. So I think evaluation is the important thing when we want to solving something. Thank you, Miss Arsya Dani.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Eka, for your opinion. Yeah, and Mr. Bagus, please. Agree or disagree, and why?
Okay, thank you for the occasion. I think I am agree with the solving stages because for me, actually I use these solving stages too. For example, like I have a problem with English, which is I want to be able to speak English like native, and then I have a problem. The problem is I don't have the environment to speaking English, to learn English with. And then what is the stage that I take to solve my problem? The first stage, actually I define my problem. I think when I get stuck from learning English in my home alone without any friends, I think I'm start to thinking about what is actually my problem. I want to be able to speak English, and then now I'm stuck in this stage, and then I'm start to defining the problem, and I I found my problem is I don't have the environment to speaking English, to learn English. And then when I have that problems, I mean when I finally define my problem, which is not having friend to speak English together, and then I'm trying to make the solution, generating the possible solution, I think. And the first thing that come to my mind is searching for English community in the internet. And then finally I got this OTA community, English English community, to train to learn English, to speaking with another people. And then I got this solution from defining my problems, and then and also the evaluating my solution. But I think I'm not doing that yet because I'm still not in the point. I'm how to say. Uh, I'm still not yet in the point that I have to evaluate my solution, because I think I'm not finished yet with this solution, which is with learning by the community, by the English community. And then I think I'm still on my action plan, which is joining this community every week. And then I absolutely agree with this solving stages, because basically I use this stage to solving my own problem, which is don't have any friend to speaking English with, and then I solve my problem. So I think I'm agree with this solving stages.
Okay, enough? Is it enough, Mr. Bagus? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Eka said he don't agree, yeah, and Mr. Bagus said he agree, and I wanna ask Mr. Indra, please, because you are the first, the first people that who mentioned about solving the problem. What do you think, Mr. Indra?
Yeah.
About this
I'm
stage?
I run with Eka's statement before. Everything in it of validation. Yeah. The validation is coming from the market validation, the user validation, the problem validation, and also the solution validation. And the solution validation is the last after you are done with the all validation or validating the several things that related to before. Yeah, because sometimes everyone comes with their solution and they think that the solution is really useful for everyone. But for the several moments after they launch that solution, the user or the market doesn't need that solution. And I suppose that it'll be useless. And many youth runs with that. And at the end of the day, they close the community because there is no one interested to join with the community because it's not solve their problem. That solution isn't solve, doesn't solve that their problem. So this is the reasons that we need to do the big validation before we run with our solution. Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, I would like to invite you to one of the example when you have a baby and you put that baby on the cake. How to say that cake? Yeah, kranka. When the place when the baby sleep. So you put something, yeah, in front of the baby is like a toys and others. How to make a baby interested to sleep and see that toys. And when you sight like this, you will see that toys, it'll be interesting because there is a color and others. But when the baby seen, yeah, there is no interesting of that. So this is the reasons that everyone has a different perspective. It isn't same with your perspective and also the people that you will give that solution. So this is the reasons that everything it should be begun by the validation. How to validate that market, how to validate the problem, how to validate that solution. Of course, you need kind of the tools. Many tools that related to that is like design sprint, it's like design thinking, it's like many things that related to that. You can learn about that, how to validate your solution, how to validate your problem, and also how to validate the user that will use that solution. So this is yeah, this is the reasons that yeah, this is my opinion before. Yeah, and also don't forget, yeah, everyone come out with the ideas, but the ideas is so cheap. The expensive thing is the action. So this is the reasons that you can run your solution at first, but when you run that solution, you need to do many validation, and many validation. It's what happens especially in Gojek, for instance. You know, when the first thing Gojek is created, it's not directly, it's like the application that you haven't seen before. They started that solution when they make a poster. Yeah, poster is like only a paper they put on the wall of the several how to say that, rumah susun, ya, or several apartment in Jakarta. When the people need go ojek, yeah, they can call that number that they have put is on the poster. And time by time they do the validation, and after they're done with that, they do validation, they do evaluation. Oh, maybe this is not reach all people in Jakarta. It will not reach all of apartment in Jakarta. So how about if we try to make the homepage? And they try to make a homepage in the Facebook, and after they make the homepage in Facebook, they do validation again, and they make the new one, the application. And they started with the application only with Gojek only with how to deliver people to the several places. But after that, they do validation again. How about if we put GoFood? How about if we put Go Massage? It's like Eka favorite favorite how to say that, services, yeah. How about we put Go Massage? How about if we put several of the interesting thing, how to give the services, especially for the user. So this is the reason every validation will produce the new thing. Every validation will produce the new solution that it'll be close to the user. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Indra. Yeah, very nice. And next, Miss who? Sorry, I cannot read. Okay, it's now your turn, Miss.
Thank you, Miss Shamani. Okay, for me, it's actually I really agree with the order of these stages, but I need, for me, I need one of stage gain in the third order, that is execute after we generated the possible solutions. Because how can we evaluate solutions, but we have not done something that we want to be our solution. So we have to execute what is our possibility solutions, and then we evaluate it, and it will be more perfect for the next. If it still have a downside, we can upgrade it, and if already perfect, we can keep it to solve if we got same problem in the next. Thank you.
I couldn't hear Miss Arsha.
Yes, I
Is it
couldn't
just
hear
okay?
her too. Even I suppose that is it my connection problem or not? Oh, hello, Miss Arsha. You still with us? Okay, probably she has not little. She has internet connection problem. Maybe we will wait her for a minute. If we cannot find her, so I will continue it. 1 minute.
Sorry, Mr. Fitra.
Oh yeah, welcome back.
I got trouble with my Wi-Fi.
Yes, Wi-Fi. Yeah, just continue. Time is yours.
Okay. Sorry, Miss who? What's your?
Miss Chachin Havana.
Oh, catching.
Do you get my point, Miss? Do you get my point?
Catching. Okay. Can you repeat your statement until after generating possible solution?
Okay, for me, the third stage is execute the generating possible solutions before we evaluate it. So if we already execute what will be our possibility solutions, we can evaluate it perfectly. And if we get something that is still in the downsides, we can upgrade it. But if it's already good enough, we can still keep it and apply in the next. Or if we get something same problem like that.
Okay, thank you, Miss Chaching. Nice. Yeah, actually, we are not looking for the agree or disagree, yeah. But actually, this solving problem activity is one part of the process of the group, like that. Like in a slide 10, Mr. Fitra, please. Slide 10. We are going to discuss about process in group. Okay, before it, slide 9, sorry, slide 9. Yeah, Harris and Sherboom in 2008 wrote the process in group. They are forming, storming, norming, performing, and terminating or adjourning. But the terminating or adjourning not always exists in a group, yeah. But my point in slide 10, next, Mr. Fitra, please. Next slide, yeah. In performing in a process in group. Nah, if we have do the activity to solve the problem, it will improve the group or the community, like that. So the activity of the problem solving activity is can improve the group. You can read this. Group has improved performance. And if we can solve the problem with your own way or your own stage, it will make the group more dynamic and can move forward, like that. Move forward with positive atmosphere, like that. and from the process, from the forming, storming, norming, and performing. Do you agree, guys? From the forming, we are determine group identity, goals, and goals of the group. I'm sorry, and the role of to each member in the group, and then the process. Next process is storming. It's talk about power, authority in the leadership, yeah, especially, and about the competition with the member of in the group, like that. And then norming, the members begin to negotiate with each other. It will be to the next process, performing, before performing, yeah. And this in the norming process, the member understands each other's position. It is about position, and the group has will set the rules on how activities are carried out. And then the last is performing. Nah, we speak about solving the problem. It is about performing of the group. Based on this theory, yeah. Based on this theory. And next slide, please, Mr. Fitra. Okay, next. It is interesting. I think I very like this about power. Next slide, please. Oh yeah, solving the problem has discussed, yeah. Okay. From the process in group, yeah. From the process in group. Nah, maybe you can give your opinion here. Last discussion maybe, yeah, because it is near 10 p.m. About this process, forming, storming, norming, and performing. It is based on theory, and what do you think, guys? And must in order, must in order. First, forming, storming, norming, and performing. Sorry, anyone here to raise the hand? Baca-baca. Maybe Miss Mega or Mr. Azi. Mr. Eka, forming your love, storming, norming with the situation, then performing. Astagfirullah, yeah. Okay. Taking a project and after you get the position, after being Mr. Okay, maybe we are all agree with this, yeah. But forming, storming, norming, and performing. Yeah, performing is a highlight. Okay, it's a sunshine, performing. Yeah, next, Mr. Fitra, please. Next slide. Okay, it is special edition lah ya. Special edition about power. The leader, not all leader have a power, I think, because the member also have a power that maybe can more high, yeah. Not only the leader and the the member have a same power or the other power. Okay. In the theory, there are some types of power. There are 6, yeah. I wrote in this PPT, PowerPoint is 6 types. 1, reward power, coercive power, legitimate power, reverent power, expert power, and informational power. The definition first about power is the ability to affect other people that can make the person it is can from or inside or outside the group. It's about power. Reward power, coercive, legitimate, referent, expert, informational. Usually the leader have one or more from this type of power. Maybe from reward with money. If you wanna work with your job desk well, I'll give you money or yeah, some money more than before, like that, and etc. Yeah, like coercive, legitimate, referent, and the other. In here, I wanna hear your voice about this power. Maybe when people, no problem. Yes. Okay, the last discussion. Do you have one of these types or more? Yeah, one or more these types when you bring your community. One people, I think. Mr. or Miss in here, whatever you are. Okay, Mr. Eka.
Okay, let me be the last. Yeah, I think for me myself, I will use these 6 types of power when I in charge of something. For example, the last thing I was be the leader of my campus KPU, and then I think I remember I used this 6. For example, like reward when my member finished their job before the deadline, and then I bought them ice cream, for example, like, and then I pay for their food in abnormal or something, or we went to coffee shop or something. And second, what coercive means?
Coercive is about like what
Force.
Yeah, force.
It's like force of people.
Yeah.
Months.
Yeah, for example, like when I my members, a lot of them are a girl, right? When I was in KPU, campus KPU, and then they're still afraid how to deal with a candidate or team says, and then I know how to deal with them, but I want my member to improve their ability to deal with some people. So I made them forced to, like, I ran away to Bali 2 weeks before the election, for example, and then they have to deal with it. I don't care how they deal with it. And I think it's a good, actually a lot of them, like 70% of my member now leading are the leader of their UKM now. And I think I made a good choice to let them learn about dealing with people, and etc. Maybe I want to jump into the 5th, the expert power. Maybe when my name are coming up on DPM, DPM make a rapat meeting with rectorate, and then my name came up as the candidate for the leader of KPU. And then a lot of my friends or my campus doesn't know about me, right? So but a lot of DPM member, the legislative on DPM, a lot of them are from Cipayung Plus, if you know Cipayung Plus, and then they try to make me as the leader of KPU, because we have something in goals. You know, we have to you know about politics, right? And then with expert power, I made a lot of my member, I made a lot of candidate and team says it's like, okay, I obey Eka, okay, I did this, and then I want to mengalah with my rules, my games, with my rule of play in my KPU, because I made a lot of changes. For example, like how you do campaign, and then I made them fight to each other because I have to make them protest the KPU. So I made them fight each other, and it comes from expert power. So they think, because they feel they still knew this in this situation, and then they came to me as a, I don't know how to say it, like as a teacher or their guardian angel or something to to solve their problem. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eka. Okay, Mr. Fitra, next slide, please. The last, yeah, next for the closing statement. Okay, about the terminating or adjourning, yeah. Before it, yeah. I was saying that it is done or do not always exist in the dynamic in the group. Yeah, you can read with your own self. And next slide, please. Nah, maybe it is a conclusion, not conclusion. Yeah, I get many value this night, and the last point I'll give to you all is about this. A group need to have structures, norms, and roles clearly and documented. So the member have an attitude. And then members are active and have high motivation. It is about motivation, yeah. So members can active the group. And then there is good interaction between members so that the group cohesiveness is maintained. We haven't discussed about cohesiveness. No problem. And the last, leaders are competent or have a will, yeah, and supported by members. So about the solving problem and the case, yeah, love, management, and the other value in this night. It is key to dynamic our group like that. Our group or ourselves, yeah. Ourselves and the member is the part of our body. Okay. It's all from me, and I return to Mr. Fitra. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well. What a nice discussion today with Miss Arsha. Thank you for your time. Anyway, I have several advancement for your English, not only for Miss Arsha, but every one of you. Oke, pertama di dalam diskusi ini kita menemukan banyak sekali hal-hal yang menarik, begitu ya. Yang pertama itu ada sebuah idiom yang dikatakan oleh Mr. Alexander, yaitu we are standing here for ages ya. Itu maksudnya nggak berabad-abad gitu ya, maksudnya banyak lama, maksudnya kita tuh di sini tuh udah lama gitu, meskipun hanya setahun, tapi hitungannya lama seperti itu. Habis itu soal plural and singular jangan sampai lupa. Jadi misalkan mau bilang some people, mungkin latah gitu ya, habis there tuh is gitu. Jadi there is some people, aduh itu ada tadi. Jadi mungkin bisa lebih di perhalus tadi, there are some people, seperti itu. Nah kemudian ada hal yang cukup menarik juga, yaitu mengenai s setelah subjek yang singular. Jadi misalnya kayak OTA's founder wants to. Jadi maksudnya tuh seorang OTA founder gitu ya. OTA's founder wants to. Itu jangan lupa S-nya, karena beberapa kali ada lupa S-nya, terutama saya. Kemudian mengenai beberapa kosakata yang susah, tadi ada turmoil, itu artinya kekacauan ya, turmoil. Tadi dikatakan oleh Mr. Cikoneng Ilir, Mr. Reza. Kemudian juga mengenai yang berurutan, itu sequential, in chronological, itu kalau misalnya ada urutan waktu, in series juga kalau ada urutan waktu. Kemudian jangan salah untuk nyebutin perbedaan antara people sama person ya. Kalau memang banyak orang itu menggunakannya itu people, tapi kalau misalkan satu orang aja itu gunanya person. Habis itu DPM ya boleh sih bilang perwakilan mahasiswa, permusyawaratan mahasiswa, aku lupa namanya apa. Tapi ada juga nyebutnya members of student parliament atau the house of student representative. Mungkin bisa menggunakan itu. Yeah, that's all for this discussion. Thank you for your attendance, and probably for ending our discussion today, we will have take a picture, photograph together. Okay, maybe you can show your video. Okay, and don't forget to smile, yeah. Don't forget to smile. Even though you know that today is a damn bored day, or maybe your chaotic day, and your heart is so just smile.
Yeah, next week all of us have to use this background, yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, we want to increase the electability of OTA.
So nice. Okay, Mr. Fadila, Azi, Mega, can you show on your video? Okay. Oh, Miss Azi, not Mr. Azi. Sorry ya. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, now it's time for taking picture. Just smile. Up to you if your hand try to do something. 3, 2, and 1. Smile. Okay, nice. Do you want again? Wait. I'm still in process. Let's take a few time. One again, yeah. One again. Okay, one again. Under my count, 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay, nice. So happy for finding you in this community. Thank you for your time. I think twice is enough. We have a yell, yeah. So when I say OTA community, you say yesterday, you say tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. OTA community.
Okay, sir.
Yesterday,
tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.